Hello and welcome to this Meet the Characters from the Adventures of the Windswift. I am, of course, with Jono, who plays our indubitable doctor, or medicine man, or druid, or polar bear, depending on whose particular choice at the time. So, yes, you are a member of the crew. You play Con O'Dana. Give us a description. If we were walking in the street, what would Con look like as we saw him?
Well, I am of average height for a human male, lightly built but not scrawny. I've had an interesting and eventful life of activity, so there's no sort of spare fat on me at all. But I'm not a huge, big man. Light brown hair with green eyes. I tend to keep it tied back, sort of druidic look, long, probably some braids in there, maybe some, feathers or something. Right. Nothing too overstated though, because Con's not a very flamboyant character.
Right. And what weapon does he wield, or does he wield a weapon?
Well, he does have the traditional druidic equipment issued to him when he took his first order, so namely his staff and his sword, his scimitar. Now these are fairly important to him as they were bequeathed to him as part of his druidic initiation. But beyond that, he tends to travel lightly. He has his medicine bag, which is never far from his side, and his focus, which is a piece of worked ash, which hangs around his neck.
Oh, lovely. All right, so give us a bit of a background of Con. We've had the advantage of being able to delve a little bit into his background in one of our adventure stories, but give us a bigger picture.
Yes, well, without spoiling that too much, essentially I was born to a successful merchant family. However, like many rich kids, I was bored and feckless, I guess, and something of a rebel, not interested in taking up the family business, certainly. And enticed by a fast adventure and the thrills of the life of a roguish character, I was on a very different path from the one, until tragedy made me an orphan. And after some chaotic time living by my wits, I was found by my uncle, my only living relative, Uncle Aurelius, who caught up with me and took me under his wing and set me on a different road.
That's right, quite a different road it was. And how did that road eventually lead to Con joining the Hastari?
Well, sometimes when you allow the universe to move it as it will, you find yourself where you need to be. There were a few singular incidents prior to me being found by my uncle that sort of had created this idea of taking druidic training, and this had been slowly germinating on me. And then I came under the guardianship of my uncle, who is a druid. So amazingly, I excelled at my training and caught the eye of one Arada Mendo, who was the druidic liaison to the academy. And one thing led to another, and here I am.
Absolutely. And if you want to catch more of the antics of Con O'Dana, thief turned druid turned academy graduate turned ship captain, remember to watch Adventures of the Windswift, and we'll see whether or not he can keep his flappers up. As someone once commented, he looked a bit down. Until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.